We are debt free.
Lego.
Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel or my podcast. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. So today I have some really exciting news. I have a really big announcement and I'm so excited. You guys, this news came sooner than we expected, but we are so incredibly grateful to say that this is the last episode of the Married and Debt-Free series. Why is this the last episode? Because, drum roll please, we are debt free. Y'all, I am so hyped and I'm so excited. Literally this morning, my husband and I had a conversation and he suggested that we pay off our final student loan, which was my graduate student loan. I'm a little nervous because I'm literally getting ready to hit pay now. And the total is...
Hold on, let me show you how to total. Where's the total? Yeah, we put my information. Where's the total? Right there?
$48,827.29. So
you gotta push it in.
I got it. Pay now, it's doing the little thing. Thank you. Your payment has been scheduled, including your confirmation. Awesome. We're done.
Look,
we are debt free.
Yeah,
we're debt free. That this is the ending of our debt-free journey. If you are new here, my husband and I have been on our debt-free journey for a little over 2.5 years. And in January of 2019, we made the decision that we were going to be debt-free. When we started this journey, we had over $126,000 in debt. As of today, we have paid off $149,000 because we got another debt, which I'll tell you about in just a second. But we have paid off over $149,000 in 2.5 years, a little over 2.5 years. And I really wanted to share this with you because I want to inspire you on your journey. When we first started this journey, our mindset was not even thinking about paying off our debt. It wasn't even a big deal. Our student loans, we could have died with them. It wasn't a big deal until we started learning how to create true wealth. And one of the quickest ways to wealth is to not have any debt. Why? Because when you're not constantly paying off things, you have that additional money to invest to make you more money. And that's exactly what we are doing. So when we started to change our mindset, we started to think it was normal to not have a car payment, to actually be intentional about paying off your student loans, and to only buy things that we could afford and not carry credit card debt. And so we've had to really renew our mind, and I literally thank the Lord for giving us the wisdom. And something that I talked about on my podcast recently was what true wealth is. True wealth is wisdom plus discipline plus the favor of an idea. So our debt-free journey was not a traditional one. In fact, when we first started this journey, I felt strongly in my spirit that the Lord telling us that this was going to be a supernatural debt-free payoff. And why I say it was supernatural is because it took faith to do it. When we first started, we had no idea where we would get $149,000 to pay off our debts. We had no idea. We had to trust the Lord to give us the wisdom and to strengthen us in discipline and to give us ideas that were revenue generating. And that is exactly what happened. And I want to share this with you to encourage you on your journey. We did not have all the resources when we first started this. And I see a lot of people not going forth on the things that they desire because they don't know how it will all play out. But if you have the desire and you have that wisdom and discipline, you can see the manifestation of that desire if you stand firm, if you have faith in what you believe can happen. And that is exactly what happened to us. We did not have all of our ducks in a row. We did not know exactly how it would happen, but we believed that if we had the wisdom and the discipline and ideas, it would happen. So I'm super excited to announce that we are 100% debt free. Again, we were able to pay off my student loan today. We paid off over $126,000 in debt in a little over 2.5 years. But as of today, we paid off really a little over $149,000. Here's why. On your debt-free journey, you're going to have setbacks. You are going to have times where you have trials, where things come up, where emergencies happen. All of that happened to us. And as of recently, we were having issues with my car. So we paid off my vehicle at the beginning of this year. We owed, I think, a little over $11,000 on it. And it felt so good to pay it off. And a few months later, we started having issues with the motor, which was completely unexpected. It came out of left field, and it took me a long time to really process the fact that we just paid off this car and now we need to buy another one. So what ended up happening was we sold that vehicle to CarMax, which, side note, if you're trying to sell a car, now is the time because there's a vehicle shortage. So we ended up selling that vehicle, using that money plus adding some money from our emergency fund and buying a new 2020 vehicle. And so we were so blessed to be able just to write the check for it. And in fact, we actually bought the car last Saturday. So this is why this is a supernatural experience for us, because we were able to pay over $20,000, write them a check on Saturday. And then not even a week and a half later, write another almost $50,000 check to pay off the student loan. And so I just am so thankful. That is like the overwhelming emotion that I'm feeling, is just gratitude and just wow, like it just all came full circle. And I'm just so happy to share this with you. And many people may ask, did you guys do the Dave Ramsey? No, we didn't. We did not follow his plan step by step, although I think it's a wonderful plan, but we did it untraditionally, meaning we still bought homes, we invested in properties, and we went on vacation. So we didn't have to sacrifice our lifestyle, although we were very disciplined with our spending. We were making sure that we were being very wise over our purchases. So although we didn't follow the Dave Ramsey plan, we did it untraditionally, but it still took discipline. But the number one thing that it took was understanding what to do with a revenue generating idea. So a lot of people in the debt-free community, they talk about, saving your money, getting out of debt, literally sacrificing your entire lifestyle in order to get out of debt, ride your bike to work. It's by any means necessary getting out of debt. But we said, when we took a step back and looked at everything, we really just needed to earn more. But many people don't understand how to do that. They don't know how to take their ideas to market. They don't understand sales and communication. They don't know what to do or how to even move forward with saying, I have an idea that I think people could benefit people. They don't know what to do with it. And once we were really solid in having that favor of an idea, we got those God beings, is what I like to call it. We executed and took action. And that's what 5-6x'd our income in order to write these checks, in order to get out of debt and still have an emergency fund, a fully funded one at that. So it's really amazing when you understand that you have ideas within you that have the potential to change your generational legacy forever. My husband and I were not raised in a family where we were taught these things. We had to learn these things as an adult. But now that we've learned them and implemented them, we can pass them down to our children. And that is exactly what I want for you. And in the High Earning Housewife program, I teach you all of this. I teach you having the proper high earning housewife mindset, what that wealth mindset looks like. Not only that, I teach you exactly what I've done for the past 3 years to manage our finances on a weekly basis that increased our earning potential and that helped us get out of debt. I also teach you sales and communication, how to take your idea to market, how to package what you are wanting to sell so you can show up in the marketplace as a dynamic woman ready to serve. It's absolutely incredible. And what I teach in the program is exactly from point A to point Z, what I've done to become a high earning housewife. And I say to point Z because in the last module of the program, I show you all of my systems. I show you the back end of my business. I show you how I run email campaigns, how I show up online. I give it all to you. And my desire is to see you win. My desire is to see you win. I now have the freedom and flexibility over my schedule to homeschool my children, to be a present wife and mother. And it is all because I learned these skills to take my idea to market. And that is exactly what I want for you. So I am so thankful that you have tuned into this video. And for those of you who have followed us on this journey for the past 2.5 years and you've been able to see the updates and hear how it's been going, it feels amazing to say, this is it. We are done. We are done with all the trials and the setbacks, and we've had so much temptation to invest. That was one of our greatest temptations. We want to invest. We want to buy more properties. Now that our money is freed up, we can do that at a higher level. One thing I will say is we never stopped investing in ourselves. Never stopped investing in ourselves. I mean, I've spent tens of thousands of dollars this past year alone on my personal development, working with online programs, working with coaches, because your ability to invest in yourself will show you your capacity to earn at a greater level. People who are timid to invest in themselves, they will never become a millionaire. They will never see the true fruit of their idea if they think they can just do it all on their own. You need people. We were made to connect with one another. And that's why I always say, a high earning woman, she doesn't hesitate to invest in herself. In fact, that's a common thread that I've seen in all of the high earning housewives that I've been able to interview on the podcast. They don't hesitate to invest in themselves. They do not, it's a no-brainer. They say, you know what, even if it's an uncomfortable investment, meaning the price of it is a little bit out of their comfort zone, they say, I'm going to make a faith move. I'm going to do this by faith and believe that the Lord will provide. And when you do that, you show up differently for whatever that investment that you made. If you invest high dollar in something, your posture is going to change when it's time to get to work with the things that you learned. Point blank, period. High earning women do not hesitate to invest in themselves. So I'm really excited to be welcoming a new cohort into the High Earning Housewife community. We get started next Friday, and literally this is my favorite time of the year to be able to serve and to pour into women who have a greater vision to change their generational legacy. There is still time for you to join us. I would love for you to be a part of this cohort. You can join us by going to www.thehighearninghousewife.com. You can click the link down below. And if you have any questions whatsoever, DM me. We can make sure that it's a good fit for you. But otherwise, you guys, this is the last time doors are going to be open this year. And truthfully, I believe now is the time. I don't want you to wait until next year where you could have literally had a year of transformation until we open up doors again. You could literally be winning and killing it now rather than waiting a whole nother year and waiting for enrollment to be open. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to this episode. I am rooting for you on your journey. Again, if we can do it, so can you.